All right, so the first root note that we have is C, and a C as 7, that indicates the Locrian mode. To get the Locrian sound chord from the Lydian grip, we start the Lydian grip on the flat 5. So with C as 7, we'll be starting on G flat, then B flat, C, and F. That indicates the parent key of D flat major. Next, C as 3, that indicates the Phrygian mode. To get the Phrygian sound from the Lydian grip, we start the Lydian grip on the flat 2. So from here, we would have C sharp, F, G, and C. And that is from the parent key of A flat. So we would have then C is 6. That indicates Aeolian. To get the Aeolian sound, the Aeolian chord from the Lydian grip, we start that grip from the flat 6. So here we have C. The flat 6 would be A flat. Then we would go to C, D, and G. And that comes from the parent key of E flat major. I'm sorry. Then we have C as 2. That indicates the Dorian mode. To get the Dorian sound from the Lydian grip, we start the grip on the flat 3. So here we would start on E flat, G, A, and D. And that comes from the key of B flat major. Then C as 5, that indicates the Mixolydian mode. To get the Mixolydian sound from the Lydian grip, we start the grip on the flat 7. So if the root is here, we will start the grip on B flat and go to D, E, A. That indicates the key F major. So we would have then C as 1. That indicates the Ionian mode. To get the Ionian sound, we start the Lydian grip from the 4th tone above, just from the 4 of the 1. So in this case, it would be F. Then we would have A, B, and E. And that parent scale or parent key is obviously C major. Then we have C as 4. That indicates the Lydian mode. To get the Lydian mode from the Lydian grip, we just start the Lydian grip on the root. So here we would have C, E, F sharp, and B. And the parent key for that is G major. And there's the Lydian mode. So the next root will be G. G as 7. That indicates the Locrian mode. To get the Locrian chord, we'd start the Lydian grip from the flat 5. So we have G, D flat, F, G, C. And that comes from the parent key of A flat major. Next we have G as 3. That would be the Phrygian mode. To get the Phrygian sound from the Lydian grip, we would start the grip on the flat 2. So here we would have, I'll bring it down an octave. G is the root. We have A flat, C, D, G. key of E flat major. So we would have then G as 6. So that would be the Aeolian mode. To get the Aeolian sound, we start the Lydian grip from the flatted 6th. So here, from G, we would have E flat, G, A, D. And that is from the key, the parent key of B flat major. Next, G as 2. That would be the Dorian mode. To get the Dorian sound from the Lydian grip, we start that grip from the flat 3rd. So here from G, we would start on B flat. You can start it here. D, E, A. Maybe I'll move it up an octave just for clarity's sake. And that comes from the parent key of F major. Next, G as 5, that would be the Mixolydian mode. To get the Mixolydian mode, we start the Lydian grip from the flat 7. So in this case, we would have above the G root F, A, B, E. And that comes from the parent key of C major. Then G as 1, that would be the Ionian mode. To get the Ionian chord from the Lydian grip, we start the grip on the 4th. So here we have G as the root, 4th above would be C. I'll jump it up an octave just for clarity. C, E, F sharp, B. And this, of course, comes from the parent key of G major. Then we have G as 4. That would be the Lydian mode. To get the Lydian chord, we just start the Lydian grip on the root. So we have G here, you go to G, B, C sharp, F sharp. And this is the key, the parent key of D major. Let's see. Alright, the next root note will be D. So D as 7, that indicates the Locrian mode. To get the Locrian chord from the Lydian grip, we started the grip on the flat 5. So from D, we would start on A flat, we have C, then D, then A. No, G, sorry. There we go. And that comes from the key of E flat major. So then D as 3. 3 would be the Phrygian mode. To get that chord, we start the Lydian grip from the flat 2. So with D here, we would start on E flat, G, A, D. And that comes from the key of B flat. Let's see. Then D as 6, that would be the Aeolian mode. To get the Aeolian chord, we start the Lydian grip from the flatted 6th. So D, we would start at B flat, then D, E, A. And that comes from the parent key of F natural. So for F natural, we would have that was 6. So next would be 2. So D as 2, that's Dorian. To get the Dorian chord, we start the Lydian grip from the flat 3. So here we would start on F, then have A, B, E. And that comes from the parent key of C major. Next we have D as 5, that would be Mixolydian. To get the Mixolydian sound, we start the Lydian grip from the flat 7. So in this case, it would be C, E, F sharp, and B. And that is from the parent key of G major. Next, we have D as 1. So that would be the Ionian mode. To get the Ionian chord from the Lydian grip, we start the grip from the 4th. So here from D, we would start on A, then we would have C sharp, D sharp, and G sharp. And that comes from the key of D major. Next, D as 4, that's the Lydian mode. To get the Lydian sounding chord from the Lydian grip, we just started on the root. So from D, we have D, F sharp, G sharp, and C sharp. And that is from the parent key of A major. That would be next root note is A. So we start with A as 7, that's Locrian mode. To get the Locrian chord, we start the Lydian grip from the flat 5. So A, we would then have E flat, G, A, and D. And that comes from the key of B flat. Then it would be A as 3. So for 3, that would be the Phrygian mode. To get the Phrygian chord from the Lydian grip, we start the grip on the flat 2. So here we're on A, we would start on B flat, then go to D, E, A. And this comes from the parent key of F major. Then CB A is 6. That would be the Aeolian mode. To get the Aeolian chord with the Lydian grip, we start the grip on the flat 6. So from A, we would go to F. Then we would follow with A, B, E. And that comes from the parent key of C major. So the scale would, or the mode would be. Let me start from A. There we go. That sounds better. Then A as 2, that would be the Dorian mode. To get the Dorian chord with the Lydian grip, we start the grip from the flat 3. So from A, we'll do C, E, F sharp, B. And if that's a little muddy, there we go. And that comes from the parent key of G major. So starting on A, that would be. Then we have A as 5. That would be the Mixolydian mode. To get the Mixolydian sound, we start the Lydian grip from the flat 7. So in this case, we have A. We would start on G, B, C sharp, F sharp. And that comes from the parent key of D major. let's see, so we have then A as 1, that's the Ionian mode. To get the Ionian mode from the Lydian grip, we start the grip from the 4th. So here we have A, the 4th would be D, then we follow with F sharp, G sharp, C sharp. And this comes from A major. Next we have A as 4. That would be the Lydian mode. To get the Lydian chord from the Lydian grip, we just start the grip from the root. So here A, we have A, C sharp, D sharp, G sharp. And that is from the key of E major. So let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. So then next root, I guess, is would be B. So B as 7, that's Locrian mode. To get the Locrian mode, Locrian chord with the Lydian grip, we start it from the flat 5. So that would be F, A, B, E. And that comes from the parent key of C major. Then B as 3, that's the Phrygian mode. To get the Phrygian chord from the Lydian grip, we start the grip from the flat 2. So here it would be C. And the parent key for that is G major.